Baylor Bears. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Baylor's offense takes the field for the first time today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football. David, this guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block. Make the game easy.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to pass. And they get him down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Kloffenstein. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chain. 4th down. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. Defense has it. So the James Madison Dukes offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Back to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bears will line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. There he goes to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Looking for the with the extra point. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. He's at the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And to To have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll run it to the right. Fights off the defender. Great penetration by this defense. Knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Final play of the quarter coming. Handoff from the gun. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Barber. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown.
Job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Ellis. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
And the Dukes are rolling down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, James Madison.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team is...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Pass to 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the... by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick strike complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, give on the inside. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got the quick pass. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Ellis.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first. Turning it on! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the outside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. Not letting him feel comfortable.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. It's complete to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense, getting that. Because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a 1st down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hauls it in. Tripped up for the tackle.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll keep it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the option is so hard to stop, and so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on fourth and short. They run it, but just a good job by the quarterback finding space. He didn't need to pitch it. Takes it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They went for the big... And boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Running free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
40, Baylor, 30.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Bears! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes a grab on the shot. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal.
Blue 42 struck black 14.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
He's back at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
James Madison, 47. Baylor, 37.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he. After taking that lick, they absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looks as if he's going to run it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barber. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. looking for a push on 4th down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.